Hi everyone. So today we're going to solve Leetcode daily challenge, problem number 93, restore IP addresses. So in this problem, we have to basically find out a valid IP address which can be formed from a given string. So they have mentioned a few conditions which we need to satisfy to identify a valid IP address, which is basically, in IP address, we have four quadrants, right? And each quadrant can have three values in them. And the values lie between 0 and 255. And these both are inclusive as well. Also, there cannot be, a number starting with a 0, but a 0 in itself can be a correct value or a valid value in a particular quadrant. So these are the conditions. Also, it cannot be any special character. Not more than three characters can be in a quadrant. So all these are basically the checks which we need to perform to create a valid IP address. So what we have to basically do is we have to find out all the valid IP addresses which you can form using the given string. So the first intuition which came to me was using the technique called backtracking, okay, in which I'll be just iterating through the given array and I'll be checking, each combination, if I'm correct, if I can say, okay. So this is exactly what we are going to do. We are going to check for each combination starting from the very first character in this, and that's it. Like this is what we're going to do. We will have some few conditions which I'll be explaining while doing the code. So let's move towards the code and let's see. Okay, so first of all, I want to handle an edge case, that is if length of s is less than 4, or length of s is greater than 12. So basically, we don't have correct input in the string, right? Because greater than 12 will mean uh, that like we'll have to. It's a wrong string basically, and we will have to have at least one quadrant which will have more than three characters in it, which will be wrong. And less than four, obviously, you cannot form correct IP address from this. So let's just return the empty array. Or let me just declare a result array before that, and we can return the result from here. Okay. And this result array which we have defined will be returned from our function. So we are cool from this end. Now let's define the backtracking function which we will be using. Okay. In this backtracking function, I'll expect a few parameters, which will be the current index which I am at currently, the number of dots which we have used as of now, and the current IP, like whatever we have produced as of now for an IP address, right? Okay, this is done. Next comes a check where I want to check if dots is greater than 4. So basically, I'm going to explain why I have used 4, because if you see the examples, or if you just go through the values intuitively, you will see we'll have at most three dots in a correct IP address, but we are using 4 as a value because we will be appending a dot at the end while adding into our current IP. So I'm gonna explain you what exactly we are doing this, like why we have used 4 over here. So in this case, I just want to return from it and I don't want to do anything. Next comes the condition if my dots gets equal to 4 and I have iterated the complete string which we have received. Okay, in this case, I want to append my current IP into the results. And over here as well, I want to uh, I don't want to have my last character into the results. Okay, that's why I have used all the correct except the last one. Minus one represent the last index, right? So this also has the same logic of this fourth value. Okay. Next comes the core condition, what we are going to do, or the core iteration which we are going to follow. So for I in range, so I want to move between the current index which we are at till the till the last or at least plus three. Okay, so whichever is the minimum I want to go through because in each quadrant we can have a maximum of three characters and minimum of one. So minimum of index plus three or length of s. So this is my loop basically, which I want to check. Okay, and we know the number can be like will always be less than or equal to 255 in each quadrant, and it cannot initiate with a zero. Okay, or if it is a zero, like it should be a single value. Okay, so to check all three conditions, let's just have everything in the single thing. If int of is, so I'm using index to I. Okay, so I want to check between this interval. And in Python, we do like the value after the colon is not inclusive. So we will have to do I plus one. Okay, is less than or equal to 255. Also, this integer conversion is necessary as we have the value in as string, right? So over here we check if the value is less than or equal to 255. And for checking the zero condition, let's use if s of index is not equal to zero, is not equal to zero, yeah. Or we can allow this if our current index is equal to my index which we are in. Okay, so this is done. In this case, what I want to do is I want to call my backtrack function with all these values as index will be what your I plus one basically, right? So I plus one dots will be same like I plus one. And in current IP, what I want to do is I want to add this value which we got in the window, and I want to append with a dot. So as you can see, we are appending this dot at the end, right? So like when you have the complete IP, for example, in this case, let's say you have 255.255.255.255. Okay, but you will get a extra dot over here. So this condition, like basically these four represents that on that condition. Let's move ahead, and we're done with this. That's we just have to initiate the backtrack function now, and we'll initiate it with 0, 0, and then empty string. Okay, I think we're good now. Let's check the test cases. Invalid syntax. Oh, okay. So it should have been double equals to. Now, uh, typo append. It should have been. Sorry for that. Okay, we got the results. We are having zeros at the beginning. I think this is the issue. Okay, got it. So it's we are in, okay. So we have used integer zero, which will not get satisfied anyway. So we'll have to use as a string. Yeah. So the test case got accepted. Let's submit for further evaluation. Okay, awesome. So the submission got accepted and we performed very well. I think we outperformed 99.72% of the summary solutions. So yeah, thanks, time guys, for watching out the video and stay tuned for the upcoming ones. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel. Thank you.